5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please cut all distractions, make sure your volume is turned up, and grab a pen and paper to take some good notes. Attention! If you are between the ages of 40 and 75, this short presentation is specifically for you. Do not buy another age-defying skin product or youth hormone releaser until the end of this presentation. Why? Because I'm going to show you an absolutely incredible way to stop feeling exhausted, so you can have more energy without the need of coffee or harmful energy drinks. I'm also going to show you how to regain strength you once had, so you can enjoy your favorite sports, hobbies, and activities again. You're also going to learn what to do to help you stop forgetting where you've parked the car when leaving the grocery store, all without harmful drugs, painful procedures, or added stress to your life. And we'll get to all of those things in just a moment. First, I want to quickly talk about some of the changes you might be experiencing right now. That would be the best way for me to help you. As we advance in age, we go through similar motions. Our vitality and energy levels begin to plummet dramatically. Our muscles begin to rapidly atrophy, and we become less and less confident about our overall health and personal welfare. This is caused by several factors, one of which is called free radicals. Free radicals are naturally produced by your body. They are a byproduct of naturally occurring processes like breathing and eating. And since we must do things like breathe and eat to survive, it's highly unlikely we'll be able to successfully halt the production of our free radicals. Science is working on it, we just haven't gotten there yet. Another reason we could be facing these biological challenges is because of a process called cellular senescence. Scientific research suggests that our cells can only be divided a finite number of times, and this is due to the DNA at the end of our chromosomes, called telomeres, getting shorter and shorter upon every division. What happens after that is, the cell divides and divides itself until there's nothing left to divide. Finally, the cell dies. Think of it like making a Xerox copy. Remember those? If you repeatedly made a copy of a copy, the new copies would get all blurry and the quality of the copies would start to wane. Soon, the copies of the copies would look so bad they became undecipherable. Again, processes like cellular senescence are natural occurrences that we have no real control over. We can try to take preventative measures against our cells destroying themselves. However, that doesn't say those measures will work. Just like having an umbrella doesn't guarantee you'll stay dry during a thunderstorm. Such is life. Now, even though free radicals and cell degradation are key factors in the battles we face as aging adults, they are still not our greatest problems, not even close. You may be wondering, if they're not our greatest problems, then what are the greatest problems we face as we age? What's the real culprit that's brutally dragging our bodies through the wringer of time? And can the present damage be effectively tended to and mended? Let me tell you this. There is a secret that healthcare professionals, internet forums, and the Reader's Digest isn't telling you about aging, and it's this. The biggest aging obstacle we face is something that we can combat with just a little bit of discipline and effort. And chances are, you probably knew about it all along, because it's right under your nose, or right behind your nose rather. It's called the pituitary gland. And it's both your best friend and your worst enemy when it comes to living a healthy, eventful life. The pituitary gland is also known as the master gland. This is because it regulates the production of hormones from glands found elsewhere in the body. This is why the pituitary gland is regarded as the most important gland in our body. This powerful gland regulates the production of thyroid hormone from the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is in charge of our body fat, heart functions, and digestive functions. A failing thyroid gland could result in excessive weight gain and other serious health problems. The pituitary gland also controls the adrenal glands. These glands are found on the kidneys and are responsible for adrenaline and steroid production. These glands are also responsible for regulating blood pressure within the body. If the adrenal glands are out of whack, you could expect to experience weakness and muscle loss. This master gland also regulates water and fluid balance as well. The pituitary gland is so vital that human life cannot be sustained without it. Now, besides being the regulator of other glands, the pituitary gland is also a factory, and what it manufactures can help us regain that old spark we once boasted in our younger days. So, what is this amazing product that the pituitary gland manufactures? The valuable magical product the pituitary gland manufactures is called human growth hormone, HGH for short. This is the mystical stuff legends are made of. HGH is a hormone that humans produce naturally via the pituitary gland. Before adolescence, it is used to help us grow, from infants to toddlers, then small children to teenagers, all the way to adulthood. When a human being reaches full maturity, they stop growing, so less HGH is needed by the body. This happens naturally, because if we never stop growing, our organs would not be able to handle the workload, and our internal systems would fail. This is why lots of really tall people have circulatory, respiratory, and even cardiovascular issues. After we reach adulthood, HGH is then used to maintain and preserve our proteins. These include hair, nails, skin, collagen, tendons, ligaments, and bone. Growth hormone is also responsible for cell growth, cell reproduction, cell regeneration, retaining calcium, cognitive function, sexual ability, and even weight management. As a matter of fact, HGH is the main hormone in charge of helping our bodies effectively burn fat. So if you struggle with unwanted weight gain, you can be certain it's tied to a lack of HGH in your body, and that lack just gets worse over time. As we age, our bodies begin to burn energy less efficiently. Think about it like this. A new car will have way better gas mileage than the same car 10 years later. This is because the older car isn't burning gas energy as efficiently as it once did. The same principle applies to us. By the time you've hit 40, you've lost approximately 80% of your body's natural HGH. Then you lose about 2% more each year after that. This is why some of us age and deteriorate at such an accelerated pace as we get older. Now, before you run out the door to go get an expensive HGH injection, I want to make sure you fully understand what you're getting yourself into. Fair enough? Okay, great. First of all, there are two types of HGH injections. There are natural HGH injections, and there are synthetic HGH injections. Both are super expensive. Some of them are thousands of dollars, and depending on where you get them from, both can be considered illegal. Also, depending on your outlook on life, both can weigh heavily on the conscience. Here's why. Natural HGH comes from humans, and these humans are not lining up at the clinic to have a needle shoved into their brains. That's because natural HGH comes from people who are no longer alive. Patients who have received natural HGH injections have shown signs of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, also known as mad cow disease. This is very scary stuff. On top of that, natural HGH extraction and isolation has become such a controversial topic that it is no longer allowed. Hence, using and/or obtaining it has become illegal. What about synthetic HGH? Isn't that safer? No, not really. Here's why. There hasn't been enough research devoted to the safety of synthetic growth hormone injections. In 2002, there was a study done by British researchers that may link synthetic human growth hormone to cancer. In addition to the uncertainties of injectable HGH, there are also side effects. About 30% of adults who receive HGH injections experience severe medical complications, such as painful joints accompanied by swelling, carpal tunnel syndrome, arthritis-like pains and symptoms, fluid retention, hypertension, and even enlargement of the breasts. Yes, this includes men too. Now, HGH injections may slightly decrease cholesterol levels a tad bit. However, studies have shown no changes in bad cholesterol levels at all. Matter-of-factly, too much HGH surging into your body at once can have the adverse effect. So yes, even though HGH is naturally made by our brains, high levels of it can be harmful and come with side effects. Side effects that include an increase in insulin resistance, which is like holding up a welcome sign waiting for type 2 diabetes to come to town. And if you're already a diabetic, that's a risk you do not want to take at this stage of life. Another side effect of having abnormally high HGH levels is the hardening of the arteries and the enlargement of internal organs. This could be very problematic. For example, if your heart is too large, it will have trouble supplying your body and brain with the necessary blood and oxygen you need to survive. Mix that with hardened arteries, and that's a detrimental cocktail. Avoid that cocktail at all costs. HGH injection options are actually medical treatments for specific ailments. They are not available, nor appropriate for the average person who just wants to feel better in general. But fret not, because all is not lost. You might be wondering, what's the flip side to this? You might want to know how your pituitary gland and human growth hormone could be your best friend in staying happy, healthy, and vibrant. There are two main ways to harness the good old days retrieving power of your pituitary gland. And here they are. 1. You could activate your pituitary gland in a natural way. As we age, our pituitary glands shrink and shrivel up, virtually shutting down our precious HGH supply. If we could manage to successfully reactivate our pituitary glands, we could essentially correct and repair some of the damage done by aging. 2. You could introduce small amounts of your own growth hormone into your body, amounts so small it won't trigger any reactions. You see, if you slowly drip-feed your own HGH into your body over time, you can do a world of good. Small amounts will not shock your body with an influx of hormones like injections could, and it's impossible for you to have a negative reaction to your own hormones. But how? How do you naturally reactivate your pituitary gland while simultaneously drip-feeding small amounts of your own growth hormone into your body? There's a very simple way to do it, and it's easier than you may think. Introducing doctor-recommended Genf20 Plus. Genf20 Plus is what we feel to be the most effective human growth hormone replacer ever developed. It's a 100% all-natural human growth hormone catalyst, which simply means it goes into your system, then synthesizes with your pituitary gland to naturally create that sweet nectar of the youth gods we call HGH. In short, your body will create and unlock its own supply of usable HGH. Remember that 80% of growth hormone we lose by age 40? Yes, that starts to come back with Genf20 Plus, naturally, without going through any pain or procedure. What this powerful HGH releaser does is penetrate deep into a part of the cranium called the sella turcica. This is where the pituitary gland is housed. It then stimulates the pituitary gland into successfully reactivating. Think of it like adding water to a freeze-dried pea. It eventually plumps up and returns to its former glory. Something similar can happen with your pituitary gland. A high-quality HGH releaser, such as Genf20 Plus, helps reactivate your pituitary gland and has it producing more nutritious growth hormone in no time. And the best part? It's all natural. So Genf20 Plus has no known side effects. Genf20 Plus is also gluten-free, soy-free, and dairy-free, so it's gentle enough for even the most sensitive of stomachs. Please note, this proprietary formula is not made from HGH. Rather, our special formula is proven to promote natural HGH production. Your body won't be overwhelmed the way it can be with pure HGH injections designed for people with certain illnesses. Here's what some of our verified customers are saying about Genf20 Plus. David F. from Australia says, "I've been taking Genf20 now for approximately 1 month, and for the first time in over 8 years, I have not needed to take my other product for sinus. It is a pure miracle for me to have found you guys. Genf20 is the best product that I have ever taken. I feel so much healthier." Sylvia D. from New York said, "My skin, hair, nails are vastly improved. Hair is thicker. I've diminished cellulite on my inner thigh that I have tried until now to improve for years. My energy and sex drive are incredible. I highly recommend Genf20 to all my friends, and my family already has a supply. My mother has asthma and now has more energy than ever. James B. from Terramac, Florida, had this to say about Genf20 Plus. My sex drive has increased substantially. My energy has increased substantially. I look and feel 10 years younger. Here's what Karen of Americus, Georgia says about Genf20 Plus. I've spent fortunes on face creams and anti-aging serums, but using Genf20 is the first time I've tried turning back the clock from the inside out. It's also the last time I'll spend a fortune on face creams. Thanks for this great product. There you have it. The proof is in the pudding. No wonder why Genf20 Plus is the first choice of countless happy men and women all over the world. As a matter of fact, a recent study was done on Genf20, in which normal to overweight adults were tested. All of the adults had one or more of the following: poor sleep quality, a mild change in memory, a decrease in libido, and low energy levels. This clinical study was carried out by more than 9 doctors from 5 different medical institutions over a 12-week period. At the conclusion of the study, the results showed that Genf20 tablets, in conjunction with the spray, increased insulin-like growth factor 1 in the participants, and insulin-like growth factor 1, also known as IGF-1, is a primary mediator of the effects of human growth hormone. What that means in short is, taking Genf20 Plus can positively increase the release of growth hormone production in adult human beings over 40. However, what we're most pleased with is the fact that there were no attributable side effects or incidents during that entire 12-week time. You see, losing that youthful spark is natural. It isn't anything to be embarrassed or ashamed about. As you can see, it happens to the best of us. But that doesn't mean you have to bow down and just take it. If you don't like something about your body or the way you feel, you have the option to fight it naturally. Dr. Stephen Lamb, author of The Hardness Factor and medical correspondent for The View, is a huge advocate for Genf20 Plus. Please keep in mind that Dr. Lamb is a real-life, well-respected doctor. He just doesn't play one on TV. Dr. Lamb is also an active faculty member at NYU Medical Center, as well as a clinician with his own private practice. And what does a recognized doctor in preventative medicine think about Genf20 Plus? He says, the Genf20 Plus is a powerful supplement to combat the inevitable aging process. You see, there's nothing we as humans can do about getting older, but there is something we can do about aging and feeling better overall. Now, I'm just curious, how old do people think you are? Do you think people see you as older or younger than your actual age? Now, ask yourself an even more important question. How do you feel? Do you feel vibrant and energetic? Or do you feel listless and defeated? Most people don't know that many of the changes they are going through can be attributed to a lack of HGH. Here's a short list of issues and conditions that HGH can address: depression, menopause, signs of aging, muscle loss, recovery time following injuries, insomnia, memory loss, weight management, loss of sex drive, just to name a few. And if you've ever experienced any of the above, spurring your body's natural HGH production could help you improve dramatically. Many people with mild depression are now trying HGH. Many women experiencing menopause are reporting less mood swings, stronger focus and clarity, as well as thicker, more healthier skin and hair. And the benefits don't stop there. Imagine reducing those annoying little aches and pains, the ones that randomly sneak up on you without an invitation. And what would it be like to have the same flexibility you used to have? Would you play more sports? Would you go on more adventurous vacations? Picture easier weight management because your metabolism feels like a runaway locomotive. Could this be your reality in the not-so-distant future? You see, when you're approaching 40, the years feel like they roll by. And after we hit the 40 mark, time seems to move in dog years then. That annual 2% drop in growth hormone feels like years of wear and tear on your body. And everything suffers as a result. physical functions, bodily functions, and even mental functions. This is a big problem among people over 40, so something needed to be done. There was a need for a 100% all-natural growth hormone releaser that was free of known side effects. We heard your cries loud and clear, and that's how Genf20 Plus was born. By now, you might be wondering, what's in this stuff anyways? And that's a great question. 16 powerful ingredients have been carefully selected and crafted together to develop Genf20 Plus. Let's go through a few of them. L-arginine. L-arginine has been shown to burn fat, build up muscle tissue, boost the immune system, fight cancer, promote healing, and enhances male fertility, just to name a few benefits. Studies clearly show that L-arginine can triple your HGH levels, even into old age. And it can also help improve your exercise performance and recovery time after you work out. L-glycine. L-glycine is known to trigger the pituitary gland and stimulate the secretion of growth hormone. It also has a calming effect on the brain and may play a role in the health of the prostate. L-tyrosine. L-tyrosine is used by the thyroid gland in the production of thyroxine. Thyroxine is another vital hormone shown in clinical studies to help reduce fatigue and depression, as well as regulate growth and metabolism. Astragalus root extract. Astragalus is used to enhance metabolism and digestion. It also strengthens the immune system and helps to quickly heal wounds. Astragalus root also helps shorten the recovery time from injuries. Now, you might be asking, how much is a wrinkle-reversing, memory-restoring, strength-replenishing catalyst as powerful as this one costs? And we'll get to that in just one moment. First, I want to explain to you the difference between Genf20 and any other form of HGH enhancing or releasing products. One of the main reasons customers prefer Genf20 is because our tablets are easy to swallow. This is extremely convenient. Large dry pills are not, especially if you don't have something readily available to drink. We also offer our Genf20 spray. You simply spray the recommended amount of this delicious spray into your mouth, and it will start working its magic. It's that simple. This is beneficial because you might be on a long trip when you need to take your Genf20 Plus. Or you might be at home and the kitchen is very far away when you need to take your Genf20 Plus. Regardless of the situation, rest assured that we've got you covered with our ultra-convenient, easy-to-use spray. Here are a few more benefits of our liquid spray. Liquid applications have a fast absorption time, so it starts working within just minutes. Liquids are typically easier to digest, so it's very easy on your stomach. And finally, liquids allow for flexible dosing, which allows you to take it as you see fit. That's extremely convenient as you get the growth hormone release you need when you need it. And not to mention, the berry flavor tastes great. So, what is the difference between our Genf20 tablets and our Genf20 spray? We get emails all the time asking which is better. And the answer is both. To get the most out of Genf20 Plus, it's recommended that you take the proprietary tablets in conjunction with the patented liquid spray. There are so many key ingredients to our formula that we cannot put them all into one tablet or bottle. This is why it is best to get both the tablets as well as the spray. That way, you will receive the full benefits of Genf20. Now, you might be thinking, that's great, but will Genf20 Plus actually work for me? The short answer is yes, or your money back. If you're a human being with a working mouth that's able to swallow, Genf20 Plus could work miracles for you too. Because Genf20 is the real deal, and there's nothing on the market that's quite like it. Now let me ask, what would a body-repairing, age-defying supplement as powerful as Genf20 Plus be worth to you? What would someone as intelligent and wise as you pay to make these current days more like the best days of your entire life? Since HGH injections, which are only available by prescription for specific illnesses, would easily run you several $1,000s per month, it would be very reasonable for us to charge $499 for this youth elixir, wouldn't it? And to be frank, Genf20 Plus could be valued at well over $4.99. So we would be crazy to give it away for $3.99, don't you agree? Well, we probably need to check ourselves into a sanitarium, because even though it's worth it, you won't be paying $4.99 or $3.99 for Genf20. You won't even be paying $2.99 or $1.99 for this effective time reversal blend. You won't even pay $1.49. I'm not even going to let you pay $99 for this modern marvel in a bottle. Your being here right now says something about you as a person. It says you're fully engaged and dedicated to a long, healthy, happy life. And because of that, I'm going to do something extra special for you. I'm going to give you Genf20 Plus for as close to free as possible, just by tapping the orange Redeem My Discount button before the end of this presentation. That's right. You're going to get your supply of Genf20, valued at well over $499 at a big discount. Act now to get the energy you need, the well-being you desire, and the physical strength you yearn for as low as $82.99 plus shipping. And that low amount includes 30 days' worth of our proprietary tablets, as well as a full 30-day supply of our patented spray. That's over 83% off of the actual value. This is as close to free as we can possibly get without having to close our doors. But that's not all. We're also going to back that up with a 67-day ironclad 100% of your money back guarantee. That's right, you're fully protected by the strongest guarantee offered in the entire industry. We're giving you 2 entire months and a full week to test drive Genf20 Plus. And if you're not totally blown away by your results, just send us the empty containers and we'll give you every dime back. That's how confident we are in our product. If Genf20 Plus doesn't work exactly like we say it does, we will gladly refund you. And so there are no hard feelings. I have to let you know that this offer will not last forever. The discounted $82.99 price can only be guaranteed right now for you. If you try to come back tomorrow, you might have to pay the full value of up to $499. However, if you act now, we'll let you have both the potent tablets and the delicious berry-flavored spray starting at just $82.99. Just tap the orange Redeem My Discount button below to secure your supply at this rock-bottom price. So why are we giving away the Fountain of Youth for the price of a dinner for 2 at Carrabba's? It's because we've made a commitment to do whatever it takes to help you feel better than you've felt in years, because you deserve it. From the very first second you try Genf20 Plus, it starts working its magic on your dilapidated pituitary gland. Your energy will return, your skin will glow, and you'll feel invigorated, rejuvenated, and refreshed. You'll look better and you'll feel better. Your mood will improve, and your sex drive will be renewed or your money back. This is what being a healthy human is all about. We urge you to take the risk-free Genf20 Plus challenge today. You have nothing to lose except aches, pains, a lack of energy, and the facial signs of aging. Think about this. If you don't feel a noticeable difference after taking Genf20 for at least 30 days, we'll give you 67 full days to return it for a complete refund. This means if you decide you don't like it after 66.5 days, you can still contact us, return the empty packaging, and get a full refund. And as I said before, this special 83% off discount probably won't last much longer, and you're completely protected by the ironclad 100% full money-back guarantee. That means we take all of the risk, and you take none. So you have absolutely nothing to lose. We fully stand by Genf20 Plus, and this is why we're putting our money where our mouth is. But you must act now. If you let this opportunity pass you by, you might never be able to forgive yourself. Because the older you get, the faster you will age. And neither you nor I want that for you. So tap the orange Redeem My Discount button right now while you're watching this, and help reclaim those lost years of youth. Just imagine waking up in the morning feeling more like you did when you were in your prime. How does it feel? Imagine having more energy to do all your favorite activities and hobbies again. You know, the ones you used to enjoy so much when you were younger. Now imagine having more flexibility to enjoy those activities and hobbies. Can you feel the wind blowing through your hair? Now imagine this being a reality. The new you starts today. Your checkout process is 100% safe and secure, 20 times safer than using your credit or debit card at your favorite restaurant. So tap the orange Redeem My Discount button below right now to start melting the years away.
Thanks for watching. I hope you got a lot from it. Don't forget to click the link below for my special discounted price.